All right, so back at school, getting my feet back under me. Actually had a full day of teaching, so I'm a little bit tired. But I have seen this question popping up on Twitter, and it's Twitter. I'm not going to call it X. I don't care who bought it. Popping up, and it's kind of controversial, and we're going to get into it today. The question is, where does Western Kansas start? I have always heard that Hays is kind of the start of Western Kansas. I've heard some people say that Great Bend is the official start of Western Kansas. I've heard people say that anything west of Wichita is Western Kansas. I believe those people are idiots. And remember, when we're talking about Western Kansas, it's not just geography that we're talking about. That has a big role to play in it. But I have lived in 3 out of 4 corners of the state. I currently live in this area right in here. I grew up in this area right in here. I actually lived in that area for a little bit, and then I spent a lot of time in this area down here. So people in Western Kansas are a little bit different than people in Eastern Kansas. And it's not to say they're nicer, meaner, or anything other than that. It's just there's a different, I'm going to use the word vibe in that region. And life is a little bit slower in Western Kansas. That's not a bad thing. I really did enjoy my time where I lived in Western Kansas. That's where I met my wife. That was a good part of the state for me to be in. And in this case, the federal government actually has a map showing the different areas of Kansas. So this map is from the USDA. It has Kansas split into 9 different agricultural districts, and this is how the federal government decides where stuff in Kansas is. So this map is kind of our definitive as far as the government goes. So if we were to take this map and get rid of the central portion and just make it an Eastern Kansas, Western Kansas, your line's going to come pretty much right down here in the middle. And I pretty much agree with that, because if you've ever driven Highway 54 out of Wichita going all the way into Western Kansas, I would say probably right about here when you get to Pratt, Kansas, and not just Pratt County, but the city of Pratt, Kansas. Everything west of Pratt and up, so I'm going to say just this line right here, that from here on out is Western Kansas, and that map more or less kind of agrees with what I'm saying. Everything else right in here, you're kind of central, or you could say you're Eastern Kansas. But there you go. I'd say from Pratt over, that's Western Kansas. I am sure there's going to be many of you who disagree with me, but I kind of go with that map there. That's my definitive proof. So I am saying it definitively. Western Kansas starts at Pratt County, going up and down. So there you go. I look forward to your hate mail. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see y'all later. Peace.